Montgomery, Alabama again, right down the road from Garret Coliseum, cutting drainage ditch for Grandma Ivey again. I do this 3 times a year. Figure it out on your own how that state doesn't do it, but I'm happy to do it for her. So, Grandma Ivey, I'm happy to do this for you. But I'm about to get started on my first cutting of the year. If you look right next door across this fence, I'm going to move my camera up for a little bit. This always just strikes me. If you look over there, you see what looks to be a Bacon little skid steer. I get why they couldn't do that. But right on the other side of that, there are 2 John Deere with probably a cutter head on them that cost as much as my entire machine just for the cutter head. But apparently that's a different state agency than this state agency, and they can't talk or share stuff. So long story short, I can make a little money off of it. So thank you, Grandma Ivey. Magnolia tree somewhere around there that's come down in the ditch. We have had a lot of rain, so I'm going to be very leery and careful about how close I get to the edge of this ditch, because I don't want to go riding down into it, and I also don't want to bar it up maybe for them. So if you see me being a little more timid and careful than usual, that's why. Parts of this are, I don't know, 12, 15 feet deep, and I don't want to go down there in it, especially considering my door is on the downhill side. It's always interesting as this little thing goes farther downstream. I've seen fish swimming around in it. I'm not really sure what kind of fish they are, but some of them are like a foot long Montgomery, you see the like trash, I don't know, 6-7 foot up. This thing was rolling at one time, looks like this year. But now I am above, and now I send you a message of love, a simple reminder of what you can see, a future so lonely without me. I know I'm headed for the bottom. I know I'm headed for the bottom. I know I'm headed for the bottom. Well, I'm dragging you all the way. See where the other little ditch comes into it. I cut down it, actually straight in front of it. I cut it as well. I doubt I'll have time to do all of it this evening. I'm cutting it at nighttime after I get off work. About 5:40 or so right now, I think. Like I said, going slow. We've had so much rain, I'm trying not to slide down the hill and make a mess or kill myself. If I ever say I killed myself in line, that ain't never gonna happen. It's not intentionally. And I don't do near the stupid stuff I used to. Case in point, as I just lifted up my track, I would have tried to get a little closer. Those days are gone. Drought. I've always said since I do this job that I'm ready to get down in the creek and really clean it out for them. But I ain't getting my undercarriage under the water for chaotic. In case you don't know, don't put your undercarriage under the water. The sun that holds your fear and all you wish to know within the this street, as wet as it is. Oh! But I can't go to the high side of the tree. I'd rather not get off the concrete. Come on, dadgummit. Might have to get off the concrete. Okay, Ivey. And you see how much the water was up here. See how much the water's still up. ago, saw some news stories where a lot of downtown Montgomery was flooding. I think Atlanta flooded at the same time. Parts of Atlanta, probably around Buckhead. Since I know now that it's not a grave, I don't want to hurt it, but I don't mind getting a little closer than I used to. Ruined your black tie affair. Last one to know, last one to show. Wasn't the last one you thought you'd see there. across the ditch where I cut yesterday evening. I don't know if this is obvious, far off from it, or close up to it, I mean. As you get farther off from it, you can kind of tell more. I want to listen to this song called Ozzy Song. You ever lost anybody in your life? It's a very nice song, actually. Makes you think about good memories. Crepe myrtle right there. If it was up to me, I'd let it grow, but they want to cut. There's a fire hose. Or a drain hose. Nope, my tarp. I saw you yesterday before you went away. Remember when? Never thinking it would end. In the skies up above, so soon to feel the cold. Although we knew, we chose not to know, not to know. But it's okay, the skies may cry, but I'll be holding on. The skies may cry. Now the race is run, all the chaos and all the woes. When all is said and done, I couldn't ask for more. Enjoy the ride before it's gone. Enjoy the ride, it doesn't last for long. Just trying to get by, trying to survive. I'm broken down, yet I'm still alive. Speak of me, it's alright. The time skies may cry, but I'll be home. this job. I lose my keys every time, and then the Goldens play this song. At my door, the leaves are falling. The cold wild wind will come. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. I go out on a party and look for a little fun. I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone. Oh no, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Oh no, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Oh, I still miss someone. That's a pretty song. From Illinois, locked the front door, oh boy. Got to sit down, take a rest on the porch. Imagination kicks in, pretty soon I'm singing. Do, 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 looking out my back door. Tambourine on me, dancing wearing high heels. Looking at all the happy creatures dancing on the lawn. Dinosaur controller, listening to my goings. Looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants all playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on the flying spoon? Marvelous apparition, guided by a magician. Looking out my back door. Over there on the other side of the ditch last night. here, but my other track going down that crazy embankment. The part of the job I hate the most is crossing this little thing right here for this job. As a car whizzes by without enough sense to get in the other lane. As if I wasn't worried enough about crossing this little thing.